unfetter your imagination and enter a world of days long past, of present-day miracles, and of futures yet unrealized. We offer tales of history's promise, of human potential, a world of enigmatic and sometimes malevolent twists of fate. Welcome to the world of possible dreams.
I never thought you was gonna make it. I mean, I thought you was gonna miss it. Come here. Look, I gotta tell you how easy it is. Breaking through, Vicky, is just like he said. It's simple. Vicky, wait, baby. Don't you want to see me break through? I'm just about to. All this time, I've been asleep dreaming. How long? It's almost over. I think I'm gonna break through any time now. Boy, it's still like magic every time I see this movie. Such good art. I mean, it was like the peak of their animation period. I could have worked for them, you know? Right before I started Pete and Goldie rolling in the Times. Hey, maybe Ralph Bakshi would want to make my strip into a movie. A nice, raunchy, X-rated version of America's cuddly couple. You know, Vicky, there was a time when I was carrying as many papers as Doonesbury. But I guess that's America's love affair with Pete and Goldie was bound to fade sooner or later. Of course, now it's possible some readers might have objected to me taking Pete to Tahiti with the babysitter.
Damn it, Paul. You haven't heard a single word I've said all evening. You're off again in your own little fantasy world. Can't you see how desperate this situation is becoming? You just keep drinking all the time. Drinking and sleeping the day away. All your new cartoon strips are being rejected, so there's no money coming in. I'm sick of living hand to mouth. Tired of cutting down, budgeting, itemizing, comparative shopping. I just don't feel secure anymore, Paul. Not like I did back when your only vice was smoking pot. It's not that I don't love you anymore, but you've changed so. And you just don't seem to care, not one little bit. I sometimes feel like I don't even exist to you. Like you don't care how I feel. I don't even know for sure whether you ever loved me. Oh, Paul, why can't you get help to stop this drinking? Your art is suffering. You're suffering. Everything you do and say is morbid and suggestive now, even your comic strips. Do you know what some people are saying about you, Paul?
Ah, come on, Vicky. The old Pete and Goldie was boring. I mean, even the kiddie strips that brought in all that money. I hated drawing them. They were stupid, bland, and childish. Just like Goldie, that dimwit. The typical housewife. That's why I wrote her out of the strip. After letting her get robbed and beaten, of course. And her attempt at murder?
I honestly feel that family audiences, children, are not ready for this sort of comic strip. I know I certainly don't think much of it. It makes me sad. This is hard, Paul, but I'm still leaving tonight. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach me at my folks. The rent's due here Monday. sorry I can't help you, Paul, but you just won't let me. You shut me out, and you won't let anyone into your little world. Nobody but your precious little cartoon people. You can push them around and abuse them all you want, but I don't need to take it anymore. Goodbye, Paul.
Vicky, wait! I didn't mean it. Vicky, wait, look, I didn't mean it. Ah, who cares? We don't need her, do we, Pete? We don't need anybody, do we, sport? Okay, Pete, are you ready for this? So, you lived through being poisoned. And you managed to survive being tossed into the river. You beat the heck out of those gators too, didn't you, boy? Not bad for a wimpy nerd. Now I've got you all alone to watch the shore half dead on a desert island. Now let's see how you do up against... I've got it! Yeah, how about a fierce, bloodthirsty native tribesman? A cannibal, yeah, leaping off the lip of a cliff. Great. I love it!
Just what the hell is this trash supposed to represent, Dowd? I should publish this? This pornography in my newspaper? America's sweetheart, Goldie, offing her husband and running off with a gay female biker gang, for God's sakes? This is the thanks I get for being the only man in the country willing to give you a job? Look, this isn't National Lampoon or something. One strip a week is all I ask from you. One lousy, halfway decent, non-violent strip for a small-town family newspaper. And then what? You just up and disappear for a month. A whole month. I've got to run a sub. Jay screams for your bloody head on a plate. And now you're back. The big shot, all-American filthmonger's back with a portfolio full of garbage. Dirty drawings, scribblings. It hardly even makes any sense. Hey, what happened to those sweet characters whose cartoon marriage was a worldwide media event? America's cuddly couple.
Look, Mr. Ellison, I promise I'll have these pages cleaned up and camera ready by Friday. Just give me a little more time with your materials here and
I can't do that, Dowd. It's just too late now. Listen, nowadays nobody will pick up your stuff in the syndicateds. We can't even pawn the stuff off on package deals. It's all become too damn controversial. No one wants Pete and Goldie in its present form. People don't want to read about murder and incest when they look at the funny papers. So, the words come down from Jay. You're just too undependable. I'm afraid you'll have to be cleared out of the office by 3 o'clock. We just can't carry you anymore. I'm sorry, Dad. Now, and Dad, your wife called a little while ago. Left a message for you to call if we heard from you. She sounded kind of worried. Can't say as I blame you. Good luck, Dad.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, loads. What are you laughing at, Pete? Now we're both unemployed. I'm sorry, Pete. I should call Vicky. me, Paul. I heard you were trying to get in touch with me.
Paul, where have you been all month? I thought you might want your things from the house. I went to that hotel downtown that you said you were staying at. They said they hadn't seen you since last Thursday. I was worried. When I left, you were so... Well, I don't know.
Well, I was around. What do you want anyways?
Well, anyways, I was a little worried about you. I took the last of your stuff there Monday. Look, Paul, about that hotel. Isn't that dreary place kind of, well, eccentric place to move into? I mean, the smell alone. I know your salary at the little paper isn't exactly loaded, but you must be able to afford something better than...
Look, it suits me, dear.
That's it, huh? It suits you. Oh, Bet. Look, this was a stupid idea trying to get in touch with you. If this is the way you want it, fine. I give up. And to think for a minute, I thought you might be finally ready to talk to me. Some joke. Well, Paul Dowd, it's been nice talking at you.
She just doesn't understand. These are my people, my creations. They need me. I mean, I'm responsible for taking care of them always. They love me. Oh, man. Especially poor little Pete. I mean, he trusts me because I'm his creator. Pete knows I can draw him out of any situation I choose to put him in. He trusts me that way. To give his life all the structure and support my life lacks. Hey, Pete, you know you have it made. You never have to worry about taking charge of your life. You've got me to protect you from harm. You lucky little twerp. You practically got your own little private paradise, don't you? You even have your own benevolent God. Ha! That's me, eh? A kind, benevolent God. Right, Pete? Huh? Right?
Almost asleep now. I can feel it. In just another moment, I should be able to see a little action going on down here.
Damn. Same island again. It's just a drag. I wish things would change around here every once in a while.
No, I won't let you take over. You'll never let me tell you. I made you. I created you.
I'm drifting down the street, asking of all I meet. Don't you know me from somewhere? Hazel eyes and curly hair. Have you seen me anywhere? Look at me, I'm blending into the wall. And I wonder if I'm really here at all. Time goes by, so do I, but no one blinks an eye. Mirrors aren't reflecting me, laws aren't protecting, and no one's expecting me. If I'll ever land at all. Loneliness comes and stays, torturing nights and days. People stare but cannot speak. Hearts are strong but tongues are weak, maybe all our minds are meek. Look at me, I'm fading into the floor, and I wonder if I'm living anymore.
Back in the olden days, life used to be so great and exciting, even though it was a little unreal. But you know, I think I've learned something in my exile. Sort of a belief. I formed a concept. Goldie would laugh, but you know, I'm beginning to think that Goldie doesn't even exist anymore. In fact, I'm beginning to think that nobody exists. That God only made one person. The rest is just staged. And that one person is me. Me.
And even if I'm wrong, who cares? I like to imagine that God has nothing better to do than to drink beer, watch TV, and dream of things to do with me. Why not? Sure is lonely, though. I must be either insane or dead. That's what it really comes down to. I mean, all this weirdness can't be real, can it? I've always felt like I was just slipping from one hallucination to another, even before Goldie got weird and tried to kill me. My memories are all messed up, too. I'm not even sure how I got to this dismal island. I can't remember being young.
Insane?
What?
I mean, what if it is merely your God who is insane? I'd have surely thought it would have come to you by now. They told me you were nearly ready to break through. Any time now.
Who are you?
Unlike you, my friend, and this shallow dreamscape that surrounds you, I am a real living entity. I am no character of any man's demented imagining. But fear not. I am here to help you escape this prison, help you break free, help you break through the barrier.
I don't believe this. Are you for real? Who are they? What the heck are you talking about? What the hell is this station? There's something there. Oh, still there. Great. I take it this is my breakfast trap. What's on the agenda for me? Huh? Looks better than nothing. I take it you're a butler or well-dressed guru, Mr.
My name is Griffith.
Oh, I get it. Green tie, green vest, like Jiminy Cricket, huh? Or watching TV up there again, I'll bet.
If it suits you, I can certainly understand you thinking purely in terms of fantasy, but all this fiddle-faddle it's really unimportant right now. We have so little time and I have so much to tell you. The optimum time for your breakthrough approaches rapidly.
Hey, what? Wait a minute. You're the first civilized guy I've seen in months. Optimum time? Breakthrough? You're talking like a fortune cookie or something.
Oh, yes. I'd forgotten how long it had been since you had met another. Why don't you talk to me? Tell me about this island, about your life, your dreams.
Wow, this is great. I mean, this is just like having a live-in shrink. So anyway, it's like from that day on, I could see it in the sky. It looked like a big window or something. Boy, was I scared. Nothing that weird has ever happened to me before. Life was simpler when it was just me, Goldie, the kids. Then, through the window in the sky, I see this huge guy looking down at me, squinting like he was studying me and arranging things around me, you know? Colors, people, places, cars. I could even hear him talking sometimes about what he was going to do to me next. Weird, huh? Later, the window disappeared. The wife and kids just kind of vanished. Goldie came back by herself one day, all lovey-dovey and cute, until she poisoned me and dumped me in the Paradise River. Then I remember something about a storm. Alligators coming to on the beach back there. And since I got here, zilcho, nothing has happened except me just getting depressed. So tell me, how do you fit in this little Garden of Eden?
These recollections are totally irrelevant. They're simply not real. Up until this very moment, you were just a wooden puppet of a drunken madman. Up until this very moment, you weren't even alive.
You see? He has total control over you. You're merely a figment of his fevered imaginings, materializing first as a humble, popular cartoon character. But now...
Now what? Who is he? Oh, this is so confusing.
Ah, Medusa. There you are. I was worried about you. Where have you been?
Now, as I was saying, he is a man, not unlike myself. He, too, lives in that world, so far removed from this awful place. He has what we call the power. Power to create, to draw, to imagine. Why, he dreamed up you. He went so far as to create a whole fantasy world for you to live in. He has power, yes. But the man who made you lacks courage. And what is more, he is dying. He's practically dead already.
Okay. I think I savvy without the gruesome details. You said something before about breaking out. What did you mean by that?
No. Break through. The very purpose of my visit to your little garden paradise, my friend, I am here to help you survive his passing on. Oh, the beauty of my world, Pete. The glorious freedom we enjoy there. A man can live his own life, control his own destiny. And it is a world full of people. People to share the luxuries of wealth and happiness with. You can take a rightful place in this world.
Wow, but take whose place?
Why? The place of your mad god, of course. Usually, you see, these artistic types have utterly silly and frightening fantasies as they slip away. In those final few seconds, you will be vulnerable to all sorts of his psychotic, violent delusions. Horrible sounding,
Okay, I give up. What should I do? Should I click my heels 3 times? Or just say, I wish I was a real boy?
Still thinking in terms of the play. Fairy tales and stories. But I can understand you thinking purely in terms of fantasy. It's really much simpler than that. All you need do is...
Oh, come on, this is too much. An apple. Of all the stories for him to dream up, an apple. I had to get into...
I tell you, your life is about to stop revolving around fairy tales. You shall live. In his place, you shall stand free and unfettered by his chains. I will help you. I will teach you. I will help you adjust to the new, wonderful world. The apple is but a mere symbol, albeit somewhat cliched by now, I must admit. What is important is the act itself, the final show of defiance. To enter the real world, paradise, you need merely bite the apple.
I'm hip, Cricket. Anything will be better than this boring place. I just sure hope you were right about all this stuff. Can I trust you?
Where am I? What is this awful place? Where's paradise?
Sorry about the rough landing and all that. Earth rotation, you know. Let's see. We seem to be at the corner of 7th and Market. The Ministry of Registration is just 12 blocks east. The Naturalization Hall of Intimidation is just a short bus ride into downtown. See, you'll find my description of this place isn't all that wrong. In a couple of dozen years, that is, after you've aged and crippled enough to be able to enjoy the rest of your life, the short years that they may be. That is, if there's still Social Security then.
Aged? Crippled? Social Security?
Immediate priorities are securing identification, getting you employment for 60 hours weekly, finding you a tax registration, a driver's license, an apartment, furniture, an automobile.
Oh, I'm lost. What is all this stuff? How long is it going to take?
Oh, barring unforeseen circumstances, 8-10 years roughly, of course. That's as long as nothing goes wrong. That's just to get started.
Oh, Cricket, this is just too much for me.
No. Here is one of the wonderful facets of this multi-faced universe you have chosen. Inside these walls, a truly amicable gentleman is expectantly awaiting you with a sparkling bottle of the nectar of the gods. Don't fret so. You don't have to worry. Nothing will go wrong. I'm here to help you. You can trust me.